She clearly doesn't understand the concept of a retaining wall. And neither does her friend John, because they both believe it needs to be removed so they can do what they want to do. And no cane, no wheelchair. I'm watching as she's lifting these heavy objects and bringing them over there. Clearly, she has to have that emergency surgery on Monday, so good thing the judge granted her that delay. I only wish I worked for a company that busts people for fraud. I do. Today's date, 4/29. It's Saturday. It's a beautiful day, except for, all the chemtrails. But I was out there sweeping and cleaning and saw John, so I snagged my opportunity to let him know I'm sorry to hear that Linda has to have emergency surgery on our court date, but don't worry. You can still come on 6/5 because the judge was kind enough to extend it. And, oh, by the way, she didn't win against David. So, as far as your comment to me about I win, and fuck off and die, bitch, right back at you. Yeah, no, I couldn't keep my mouth shut. I saw him standing there. So, yeah, we go back to court on June 5th, and I do anticipate, of course, that somehow, some way, that'll get screwed up, or somebody won't show up, or whatever. But it just kills me that she put in for an emergency surgery is the reason for the delay for Monday's court date. And she's out there, and he's out there, and they're just working their asses off. I mean, it's good to see them work, right? Can't fault them for finally cleaning that dump up. But, they're cleaning it up, obviously, because they're trying to get it sold, and that's the only way they're going to get it sold. But, point being, complete fraud, complete forgery. And yes, I let him know that, too, that Terry, her son, his name was forged on that court document. So, I don't know if he even knows about it. Maybe he doesn't. So, I told him, you should tell Linda, she doesn't need to keep digging that hole any deeper. Okay, so I'm here at the Ventura County Courthouse website just to see if everything's been documented, and it has. It clearly states, to whom it concerns. That was my notice to the courthouse that I notified all the witnesses that were subpoenaed. Each witness regarding case number 562018005152291 was mailed the notice with the court date of 5/1/2023 was taken off calendar. Do not go. Because I really don't want to see these people go, because it's a wasted trip for them. The new date is 6/5/2023 with the statement everything listed on your original subpoena remains in effect. Each witness has confirmed receipt of the notice. So that's, something I need to let them know because, yeah, the court date's been changed. I have no choice but to notify the witnesses that they have to go to the different court date because if they show up at the 5/1, then really, truly, it's not to their advantage. It's a waste of their time. And so, yeah, here it is. Court date, 5/1. This is the notice I mailed to all the witnesses. Court date of 5/1/2023, 9 a.m. is no longer on calendar. Do not go. The date has been changed at the request of the defendant, Linda Crosnoe. The new court date is 6/5/2023. Everything listed in your original subpoena remains in effect. And then, of course, John, her handyman, who's over there right now, and John Tolson of the Rotary Club, and Victor at Habitat for Humanity. And then I attached, of course, the document that I received that the court date had been changed because the one that Linda's, what was it, her server, the person who supposedly mailed me the notice that Linda was changing the court date, of course, never mailed it to me. like I said, she just keeps committing perjury on document after document in the court system, and really, truly, just, you know, I'm hip to her game, but I had to stay on top here because the court date is on Monday, so I wanted to make sure everybody that I had already paid to have be a witness not go until they're actually going to have to go, which is on 6/5/2023. Good morning. It's May 1st. I should have been in court today, but, you know, it got postponed. Anyway, so since I'm not in court, I'm just doing my normal routine here of cleaning the house, etc. I went to open up the window, and Linda's tenant that's not a tenant, that is sometimes a tenant, the one that the redhead with the kid driving the red car with the red painted wheels. Anyway, she was bringing in, I guess, apparently Linda's trash, and she banged her leg or something. I don't know, but she was cussing it out because she banged her leg. And I said, well, that's part of the problem of being staying at the Crosnoe Circus. She starts screaming at me, "You're a psychotic bitch. She won in court. Leave her alone." I'm like, oh, okay. And then she, I guess, takes Linda, and they take off. And so who knows? Maybe she is going to have a fake surgery today. I just know that, you know, the Crosnoe Circus. Never a dull moment. Yeah, today's date, May 9th. Just got back from doing a little shopping, and as fate would have it, the redhead next door, the one that's not the tenant but is the tenant but ain't the tenant but is a friend, I don't know what she is. Anyway, I'm walking down the aisle in the cookies section, loading up the cart. And she, I guess, made a beeline for me. She just like, meow. I just looked her in the eyes and said, hello, and kept going. Let me tell you, I really wanted to say a couple things, but I bit my tongue. I just went, yeah. But, you know, she thinks I'm psychotic, so I definitely didn't want to say anything to her, but, you know, I did want to say something. It's the back fence. Yeah, I've got to love that fence placement. Professional, yeah. Alright, so just checking my wall here. And it's pretty obvious. Yeah. Hey there, today's date, May 17th, a couple weeks before I get in that courtroom, and I'm out there wiping down my car, and of course I hear Linda, who just had emergency surgery, out there with the shovel. So, you know, I decided to check my cameras and realize that John, of course, is also there, but his truck's not there because he came in on a bicycle. But yeah, they're up to no good again today. Yeah, she's talking about tearing down my wooden fence right here. Hey there. Today's date, May 26th. It's a Friday. It is Memorial Day weekend. And 10 days before I get into that courtroom, you know, I'll be glad when it's over with, really, truly. I've been doing my best to not let her see me at all. And so far it's working. But yeah, no, my neighbor today is getting in the mail her additional cost for this little hearing that I have to attend, because she didn't want to end that contract. She didn't want to let me terminate that contract due to breach of contract, due to her missing those payments, due to late payments, due to, you know, her friends hassling me, harassing me in the supermarket, etc. She told the judge that she's made every payment and on time, and she has plenty of proof. Then she, you know, put in for a postponement, a delay due to an emergency surgery that of course she did not have. Anyway, I have been forced to spend a lot of money to terminate that contract, when all she had to do was just accept the fact that I was terminating it. So I'm billing her basically what I've had to pay, and so now she's going to have an additional about $500, maybe a little more, by the time we get in that courtroom, because I put in for that memorandum of cost after judgment today. And yeah, she's going to be notified. She probably won't be happy, but she's the one that wanted to have the hearing, so yeah. It's going to cost her a little extra, since it's costing me extra. Okay, I'm here at the Ventura County Courthouse website, and it does show the memorandum of costs has been filed, and that was 5/26. So, okay, cost is there. Yeah, if I got to go back into court, you know, and I got to spend more money, I'm definitely going to make sure that the defendant gets the bill for it. I mean, she probably won't pay that back either, but, you know, I got to at least mark it down, right? Okay, so today's date, June 2nd, Friday, before I get into that courtroom. Really, my only goal here is to end that settlement agreement due to breach of contract, extenuating circumstances. I'm tired of having to communicate with this person. Yeah, I don't want to have to every month be bound to communicate with her. The fact that she owes me money and she keeps destroying my property every time she makes a payment, if she does make a payment, and if she don't make a payment, I got to send her the note. No, I'm done. I've put up with it for 3.5 years of wondering whether or not that payment's coming, and if it doesn't, having to remind her. And yeah, like I said, my only goal here is to get in that courtroom and somehow convince the judge to end that settlement agreement based on breach of contract. Whether or not she shows up, I don't know. This is something she wanted to have happen, because, you know, I could have just ended that settlement agreement when I put in the request, but she said, no, I've made all my payments and on time. And so, yeah, I'm calling in witnesses to further, I guess, support the fact that I need to end the settlement agreement. So I'll let you know what happens on Monday, after Monday happens. But wish me luck that the judge agrees that I don't need to be in a contract with the devil any longer. Okay, maybe she's not the devil, but she's definitely evil. And I don't need to be in a contract with her. Like, money is not that important. Not to mention, yeah, I already have a lien on the house. So, you know, eventually I should get paid what she owes me. But it just ain't worth all this headache, all this stress, no. Okay, so the next video should be around June 5th. Kelly versus Crosnoe in the Simi Valley Courthouse. Settlement agreement, breach of contract, it needs to come to an end, definitely. Stay tuned. Or to be continued, right? Hopefully not continued much longer.